She was assigned to the Fail Hunter class. By week's end, every monster followed only her commands. Dr. Sarachin stared at the assignment sheet, her jaw tightening. The Hunter class. Of course. 7 years of xenobiology doctoral work, and they dumped her with the department's embarrassment. The creatures that wouldn't bond. The observation dome hummed with its usual electric current, keeping the specimens contained. Through the reinforced glass, she watched them. 3 Krell, their chitinous bodies the color of oxidized copper, pacing in synchronized patterns that suggested something close to frustration. The neurosuppressors grafted into their exoskeletons should have made them docile, should have made them controllable. They weren't. Welcome to failure. Marcus called from the control station, not looking up. He'd been assigned here 5 months ago. His exhaustion was palpable. Sarah pulled up the files on her workstation. The data was damning. Every Hunter-class specimen had rejected the standard neural integration protocol. 16 attempts across 4 research teams. 16 rejections. The creature's pattern recognition centers simply wouldn't accept the conditioning vectors. The organization was considering culling them, a 1 billion credit loss, but acceptable given the liability. She spent the first 3 days just observing. No interventions, no new protocols, just watching how they moved, how they communicated through subsonic pulses that made the equipment vibrate. On day 4, she noticed something the previous researchers had missed. The Krell weren't rejecting the conditioning. They were choosing not to respond to it. The neurosuppressors showed activity, significant activity, but the creatures were actively suppressing their own compliance. It was almost defiant, almost conscious. That night, Sarah ran the numbers on a problem no one had thought to address. What if the creatures weren't broken? What if they were intelligent enough to resist? She modified the integration protocol. Instead of imposing commands, she created a feedback loop, a dialogue system rather than a dictation one. The Krell's neural patterns would be read, yes, but their responses wouldn't be forced. They would be invited, negotiated with. Marcus laughed when she explained it. You want to ask permission from something with a brain stem the size of a walnut? I want to stop treating them like machines, Sarah said quietly. The first injection went into the alpha specimen on day 5. Sarah sat in the observation dome, separated from them by only a meter of reinforced polymer. Her heart was moving too fast. Procedure demanded she maintain remote distance, but she needed to see their eyes, if eyes were the right word for those multifaceted structures. The alpha's pupils dilated. The subsonic pulses changed frequency, became irregular. Sarah's instruments screamed with data. Then, slowly, the creature approached. It stopped centimeters from the barrier. Its foreleg rose. Sarah, against every protocol, pressed her palm against the glass. The foreleg touched the opposite side. Status. Marcus's voice crackled through her earpiece. Urgent now. Responsive. Sarah breathed. Not aggressive. Contact seeking. By day 6, all 3 Krell bore the modified suppressors. By day 7, something impossible had happened. They were coordinating with her. Not obeying, coordinating. When she indicated a spatial puzzle meant to test intelligence, they solved it collaboratively, almost immediately. Not because she commanded it, but because they understood the task and chose to engage with it. The hunters hadn't failed. They had evolved. On the 8th day, the director came to observe. Sarah briefed him in the control room, watching his expression shift from skepticism to something resembling awe. Through the dome's glass, the Krell moved with purpose, intelligence flickering behind those alien eyes. This is unprecedented, the director said. We'll need to expand the program. More specimens, different species. We could revolutionize. No, Sarah interrupted. He stared at her. These 3 have reached consensus, she said, pointing to her monitors. The neural data showed synchronized patterns of extraordinary complexity, not hive mind conformity, but something deeper, something like agreement. If we introduce more variables, if we scale this up for profit or military application, we'll lose what we've actually found here, which is... Sarah looked at the Krell at their perfectly still forms, all facing the observation window, facing her. Proof that we've been measuring intelligence wrong the entire time, she whispered. These creatures don't need our commands. They never did. They just needed us to stop assuming obedience was the only valid form of cooperation. The director left without another word. Sarah remained in the dome as evening fell, watching the crows settle into rest cycles. Their subsonic pulses now a steady, almost musical rhythm that seemed to synchronize with her own breathing. She realized, with a chill that moved through her slowly, that she no longer knew who was observing whom.